a safe space for networkers and influencers, but we also want you to be able to promote what you do. We had a really big launch in December. Up until now, thousands of people have come through our program. But now we want to introduce you to, I think what people are most excited about is passive income. Believe it or not, like people these days, I don't want to say people are lazy because that would be inaccurate for the whole. People aren't lazy, they just want to work smarter and not harder. I love networking. It has afforded me a great lifestyle. It's afforded people I know a great lifestyle. But I also understand that there are some people looking for something more passive. And also, the education that we have is designed to put some money in your pocket. So, again, you can create a free account with Vibe. And now, with our partnerships, I want to bring up my brother from another mother, but this gentleman was instrumental in helping Reagan and I actually get this business off the ground quickly. I met all of my millionaire friends and my billionaire friends through this gentleman, and I really want, you know, sometimes they say no new friends. I've made a lot of new friends, but this gentleman is truly family. I can trust this person with my life, him and his wife, and their kids. And, I'm just so grateful that he's coming aboard to really, truly take this business to the next level. So let me add him in here. He is doing daddy duty because that's what he does. Hold on, James. Let me make you co-host. And I know Barnaby's out there as well. So hold on one second. Where are you? I'm going to find you on here. Hold on. You're probably under Boss I Quit. Yep, you are. Let me make you co-host.
Yo.
Look, this guy,
What's going on? What's going
I
on?
would not exist at the speed that it exists without Reagan and Tony, without Alex. But honestly, you guys haven't seen James, but anything that we've needed along the way to get this program off the ground, it's this man right here. So if you guys can go in the chat and just give James Boss I Quit Wiggins some love because he knows everybody. But James, if you can really truly, and I know you want to be humble, but if you can really like be authentically yourself and just let people know who you are, what you've accomplished, but what you are actually, doing for people right now to move them into a space where money is never an issue. So I'm going to give the
Right.
floor to you, James.
Well, wow. Well, first of all, I want to just give everybody some love, and thank you for the love. Thank you, just people. I see a lot of my family, you know what I'm saying, along the way, guys. But we also know sometimes, you got to go out there and seek, right? Can I get an amen in the chat if that makes sense? Sometimes you got to sit back, you got to hold, right? You got to listen to what God has to say, right? And then you got to execute. Okay. And so over the last couple of years, me, myself and Megan, we've done some amazing things alongside a lot of you. But, I got tired, not of the industry itself, but I got tired of the owners in the industry, right? If that makes sense, drop a 2 in the chat, right? So we get momentum, we get to growing, we get to building, we get to doing, amazing things, guys. And then listen to me. Then all of a sudden, somebody greedy at the helm, somebody greedy at the top, snatch it from right up under us, right? Now we got to start all over. All that energy, all that synergy, all the things that we did and we come in there with that heart, right? That we know we are here to do something great. But guys, ladies and gentlemen on the line, I've been overly excited. I've been behind the scenes, alongside Megan and Reagan and Tony and the vision. And if we can even back up a little bit, even in the other companies, I used to tell Megan all the time, Megan, what are you doing? Can I get an amen in the chat? Some of you guys that's been rocking with Megan, right? Have you sat back and just simply asked her, what are you doing? You're giving us all the goods. You're giving but in pure honesty, Megan, some people are chosen to lead, right? Her and Reagan, some people are chosen to lead. Some people are chosen to put people in a good place. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my great friend Barnaby, we've been buddies for 5 years. We have moved millions of dollars together, right? And he's another one. But when I connected in with Megan, it was because I know his heart, right? I know his heart. I know what his desires are, right? I know what he wants. And I stepped away from the industry because I got tired of not me disappointing people, but the industry itself disappointing people. I started opening up clinics. And so I started opening up medical facilities, me and my wife. But how many of you guys understand that it ain't your time, it's God's time, right? How many of you guys really truly understand that? If you do, drop a 2 in the chat. I sat back. He said, be steady. He said, sit still. I'm gonna bring you something. And God, let me tell you something. I spent quite a bit of money opening these facilities, and I sit back and I think, and I remember talking to Megan. I said, Megan, probably my first money in, a guy yelled at me, and a guy spent like $20 in my clinic on something, and he talked bad to me, right? And I sat there and I said, Megan, I said, I just bought myself a job. It's, let me see if I'm still here. People calling the
No, you're
phone.
still here.
All
No.
right. I said, I just bought myself a job, Megan. I can't go and do what I please. I can't travel the beaches of the world. I can't do any of this. So, guys, let me tell you. I said, God, just bring some things to me that's real, that I can really do my best, do my due diligence, and help these people. Because how many of you understand? I don't know if you're in the United States, I know people are globally, but it's a mess. It's a mess out here. I got babies. You guys that know me, I got babies. Those are my heart and my soul. And I sit back and I think, Lord, I got to find something. I got to really go hard with some great people, because I believe, and I'm not here to scare anybody on the call, but I believe we don't have a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. If you feel that, drop a 1 in the chat. If you really understand what's going on in AI, if you really understand what's going on in crypto, if you really understand what's going on politically, if you see how the devil's really doing what he's doing, and this is all prophecy. I'm not here to listen to me. I'm not here to sit on the call and preach, but I'm here to tell truth. So I'm gonna say a couple things. Number one, the gentleman you're gonna hear from today, that's my brother, right? We have this man has a heart pure gold, and I said, Lord, listen, anybody who heart ain't right, I'm separating myself. I don't care what kind of money's involved. I said, their heart's not right. That's number one. And I know that of Megan, right? I know that of Reagan. I know that of Tony. And I know that of a lot of leaders on this call. But when I said, hey, Megan, listen, Megan, we got some great things. I know we can help people. I know it's real. And I said, listen, we're going to bring the leadership, right? We're going to bring any and everything we possibly can, because we're doing God's work. Now, some of you are just here for the money. I get it. But I'm doing God's work. That's my job. This is my platform. And I'm not talking about vibe, I'm talking about the world, and I'm doing God's work. So if you don't, listen to me, if you're not connected to crypto, I'm gonna break something down to you and I'm gonna pass it. If you're not connected to crypto, you don't understand what crypto is. They want you to think it's just this thing, right? It's an asset. Type asset in the chat. But it's more than an asset. It's more than an asset. How many of you guys listen to me? They blowing my phone up, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want this message out, right? But how many of you guys, listen to me, how many of you guys is a Rothschild? How many of you are a Rockefeller? How many of you is a Vanderbilt? How many of you can sit back and say, I'm 7 generations done, 8 generations done, 10, you can't. And they don't want you to understand that's what crypto was really created for. Crypto was really created to create new millionaires, new money, new people, no restrictions. So what you're going to get today, you're going to get not only knowledge, listen to me, you're not going to get, listen, I'm not going to toot my horn, but I'm going to toot Barnaby's horn. Beep, beep. Can I get a beep, beep in the chat? Listen, this man built the first NFT music exchange. This man, listen to me, sold his company 20 plus years ago and traveled the world. This man charges listen to me, 10 grand, 20 grand to speak, and you got him for free. Can I say beep, beep? Listen, this man, I don't know if you know about Ethereum, but out of 10,000 people, Vitalik, the owner of Ethereum, picked his project, beep, beep, Davos, Yale, Harvard. Every major institution has invited this man to speak, and you got this man today. You got me. You got you. We got God. Listen to me. I'm so fired up. I'm so fired up. You don't even understand how. Listen, I'm a coach. I'm coaching my son, and I'm out here on this Zoom because I'm not fired up because it's our turn. If you believe that, drop a 9 in the chat. If it's your turn, look, 2025. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. It's over. But 26. Let me tell you a couple principles, and I'm gonna pass it. Number one, in 26, listen to me. If people don't have what you want, stop listening. Can I get an amen? If they don't have what you want, stop listening. You keep listening to your broke cousin, your broke mama, your broke auntie, your broke neighbor, your broke nephew, and you get the same broke result. That's number one. Number two, listen to me. We're going to base this on principles, Bible principles. Because at the end of the day, treat people how you want to be treated along the way. Listen, and God going to bless what we got going. Number three, don't be ashamed of leadership. Look, my 13-year-old coaches me. I want you to catch that. Don't be ashamed of leadership. And the last principle, if you're the top of your food chain, you're already losing. Go get a new food chain. If you're the top of your food chain, go get a new food chain. I beg for leadership. Listen to me. Look, Barnaby, we have moved millions of dollars, documented. But Barnaby, that's my coach. That's my mentor. That's the guy that's taking me to the next level in crypto. And you all have this man. So I'm going to shut up, get out the way. God bless. They texted me. They're like, Coach, get in here. Your son going crazy. All right. I love y'all. And we're going to be rocking and rolling. So back to you.
Thank you so much, James. I love you to pieces. Root my nephew on. But, thank you so much for being authentically you. We are who we are. Truly, I believe I am who I am, partly because of James. And so I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and add in, let me make sure that you are spotlighted. Barnaby, inside of our program, if you want access to Barnaby, you can get an all access membership, and he's on once a week. He's also going to be doing boot camps for all access members. And he's inside of Vibe. But we are now connected with Barnaby. I met Barnaby through James. For some of you guys, Ken Owen with Agravite, with our physical product. I met Ken through James. I met Glenn with our crypto platform through James. So there's just a lot of that one common denominator, and it's James, boss, I quit Wiggins. So guys, go into the chat and give a word. What did you feel when you listened to James? Because he, to me, is all heart. He's about the people. He doesn't mess around. And in 2026, we're going to work with people who want to work with us. So Barnaby, I am going to shut up. Thank you for joining our program. Thank you for educating the Vibe members every single week out of the goodness of your heart. But now it's time for us to roll out what everybody's been waiting for. So I'm going to mute
All righty. Thanks. Oh, you're ready.
Be authentically yourself. Be authentic.
Thanks so much, Megan. And great to be here with you all. It's great to be here with everybody. And thank you to James for that great introduction he just gave to me. I've been, as James has said, I've been working with him across the last 5 years, done a whole bunch of projects. And so my name is Barnaby Anderson. And you can tell I've got an accent. That's because I'm an Aussie. You can actually look me up if you wanted to see my background, to see all those things that James was talking about. You can go to barnabyandderson.com. And that's just how you can verify, check out some of my videos and things, all those things that James was saying. Let me just actually share my screen, because I'm gonna dive into a presentation that I'm really excited to give everybody today. And so let me just pull this up. Yeah, here's a little bit of background on me. I'm going to be talking today about CFire.ai, a platform I think that many of you have heard about if you've been tuning into my talks, my lessons over on Vibe, which I've been having a lot of fun doing this year. There's been a lot of me explaining crypto. That's been my core passion for the whole last decade. So yes, I'm a tech entrepreneur. I was actually the first web design firm in Australia at the beginning of 95, the same year I became a parent. And so I basically grew that company. And as James was explaining, I sold that in 2010, finished raising my daughter, which any of you who are parents, you know what a big job that is, those 18 years. And then I wanted to travel the world. Type a 1 if you can relate to that desire, that dream in you to travel, you know, to be able to go anywhere in the world and basically do whatever you like. Because according to many definitions of absolute freedom, which is something that I'm a real stand for, which is, you know, being able to be free to go wherever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, doing whatever you want. You know, type a 2 if you would like a life like that, being able to basically go wherever you want in the world. And can you imagine what it would be like living like that for a dozen years? A dozen years I got to do that. So I just feel so blessed. But can you imagine what it would be like doing that and seeing everybody else not being able to do that? Type a 3 if you could see that actually happening. Type a 3 if you could see, wow, now that I'm free, imagine that you were me. You became free, but then you look around and all your family, all your friends, all your cousins, all your brothers and sisters, you know, your kids, whatever, you know, grandkids, they aren't free, are they? Even if you get yourself free. You're getting this, right? So that hit me. And that's why actually what got me into e-commerce, and I was the first tech firm, web design firm in Australia in 95, was my dream of freedom for everybody online, being able to make a revenue online. So can you believe in the early 90s, I got my first laptop and I already could see myself on a beach. That's how forward thinking I was. Okay. And so then eventually the world caught up and I was telling everybody that the internet was not a fad and they didn't believe me back then. Obviously people have woken up, but right now they're still saying, they're coming back around and going, you know, like crypto is a fad, Bitcoin is a fad. Because most people don't have it, right? But here's the thing, you know, it's not because of that. It ain't easy to even buy crypto. Type a 4 if you can relate. If you're like, wow, this ain't even easy to do. You know, it just ain't easy to get any of this stuff. Type of 4, you're relating to this, right? Everybody you know, they might want a piece of this kind of action because I only got my freedom to do all of this because of my online income. I got to be free because I made money online and could go anywhere and do anything. And then I got into crypto a decade ago and things just really went even bigger for me. I feel very blessed. I feel very grateful, but I have to give back. You know, I'm sure that you could relate. Type of 5 if you can relate that if this was you, you'd also be wanting to give back and help people. Type of 5 if you're like, yeah, we're all in this together. You know, unless we are all free, none of us are free. Am I right? Yeah, you agree. Because it is a maze. We're in this maze. We're in this financial maze, like a straitjacket, but it's actually also a maze of adoption of bringing people from the old world of dollars, fiat as we call it, into crypto. You know, type a 6 if you can relate to this being like a maze. If you're like, yeah, this is a maze that we're in. I don't know what to do. Nobody else I know. Because even when you think you know what you're doing, you go to the bank, you try to move the money. You know, you just even try, you get your crypto exchange account. How about even getting the crypto back into your bank account? It's really tough, right? Even for people who are techos. It ain't easy. Let me tell you, I know heaps of people like that and it's still tough. Guess what? Did you know that there are even over 2 billion people who don't even have a bank account? 2 billion people worldwide. Type a 7 if that is blowing you away. Type a 7 if you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. At least you have a bank account. There's like 2 billion people. Tell me, you know, typing that 7 if you agree that ain't fair. We're not a stand for that. We're a stand for people being free with their money to do as they please. Okay. But here's the trick, folks. This is where it's actually, I'm going to have to share some tough truths with you today. Some tough truths, because in the fine print on your bank accounts, did you know that the money actually isn't really even yours? Okay. You're going to have to look into that. Don't take anything I say for gospel. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. Have a look into this, because something is very suspicious with the whole thing, that you are giving your life to go and make this money, that when you put it in these companies, that they actually have ownership over it. But we're not quite there yet, because we need to liberate everybody. And I've been so busy for the last 3 years building out CFire. Okay, this platform I'm about to show you. Okay, and inside of CFire, I've built out a system that will enable people from 175 countries get a USD bank account, a US dollar bank account for people in 175 countries. Type an 8 if that you're like, wow, people are going to love this. Not only get that account, but they're going to be able to get a MasterCard. They're going to get a debit card that they can spend crypto and make crypto. You know, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about people, because at the moment, all these delays of, you know, fiat blocked in that, you know, the bottleneck and the high transaction fees of, you know, 5 to 15% and the delay in transfers of even up to 5 or 10 days. Okay. So these are the problems that people are facing because we are living in a currency war. These are some of the tough truths that I don't even have to tell you. I'm sure that you are already impacted by inflation. Type a 9 if you're already experiencing the impact of inflation, which is actually theft. Have you thought of it like that? Where the system is created where you've worked hard for the last 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 years. I don't know how long you've been working hard, but probably a bunch of years, right? And you've put aside those savings and you're watching those savings just drop. Yeah. You know, type a 9 if you're agreeing with that, because can you even believe it that in the last 100 years, 96% of the value of the dollar has been lost in 100 years? Well, guess what? 1/3 of the value has been lost in 10 years. That means in the last 10 years, whatever savings you had has been lost, right? Because of this currency war. And of all the dollars ever printed, ever created, they don't even print them anymore. I mean, they do a little bit, but mostly it's just digital. But did you know that 40% of all US dollars were generated in the last 4 years? That's unsustainable, folks. There's no cap. There's no limit on the amount of dollars that can be printed. And the more money that is printed, that creates inflation. And along with that, the other countries in the world are trying to usurp the dollar. And the dollar was called the petrodollar, which means that all in the Middle East, where there were obviously most of the oil was, the petroleum, they had a deal with Saudi Arabia for the last 70, 80 odd years that all petroleum would be sold and purchased only using dollars. Well, that was cancelled in the last 18 months. And so now they're trading in other currencies. What this basically means is that the dollar that has been the king is no longer the king currency. And it's anybody's game. The other countries are competing. We are in a time of massive change where money itself is actually changing. And you need to really wake up to this change, because there you are giving your life, giving every day of the week to go and make this money when it's actually losing value, and it might not even remain as the core currency. There's so many changes coming. And so inside of that, we know that we need to generate passive income in multiple currencies. Okay. And one of those currencies, I mean, there's so much going on here, folks. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. But one of those currencies happens to be XRP, okay, which is one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies. Okay. And there are these auto trading bots, folks. Okay. I'm going to only mention this a little bit today because there's a lot to cover. But basically, inside of CFire, what is CFire? CFire is a banking educational platform. Okay, where we get you your own crypto debit card and we expose you to, we start showing you multiple methods of passive income. Type a 1 if you like the sound of this. Type a 1 if you're like, yeah, I'd like to see multiple streams of income, especially automated. And one of them happens to be using XRP. And this bot is generating consistent daily yield. Okay, consistent daily yield, where you just basically set it and forget it. And I'm not going into the details of that right now. That's for when you join CFire. But what CFire is going to teach you is how to compound and grow your holdings here, to start to live the lifestyle a lot like, if you want, like the one I was describing before. Now, yes, many of these trading bots, these automated money streams, they've had breakthroughs thanks to AI. Okay, you would have been hearing a lot about AI because there was a huge breakthrough with ChatGPT that came out 3 years ago. Do you know we've only had ChatGPT for 3 years? Okay, and in this 3 years, you know, type a 2 if it feels longer than that. Type a 2 if you're like, wow, this feels like, because type a 2 if you're like, yeah, this has been a game changer. It's pretty obvious, right? That things are changing really fast. And there's a lot of positives with this, a lot. Obviously, I'm a tech entrepreneur. I'm only able to do everything I've done with CFire, building this CFire.ai, It's an AI platform teaching you and using this technology to give you access to passive income thanks to AI. But the AI is getting so intelligent so quickly, it's actually surpassing a lot of other people's expertise. Just let that sink in, that as we grow the AI intelligence, the artificial intelligence, the computer, the machine intelligence that is rapidly expanding in its power, okay, we're able to benefit from that right now, okay? We can benefit from that right now, as in like December of 2025, the beginning of 2026. But you want to consider all the companies out there, not just you, but the big companies that are also benefiting from AI and robotics. The robots are landing. You would have probably heard that Elon Musk is deploying 1 million robots into the US next year in 2026. Type of 3, if you are astounded about that. We're talking type of 3 if you're blown away, if you're like, wow, really? There are robots coming? To do what? What is all this AI and robot? Why would the companies be releasing all of this? Because they're actually coming for people's jobs. Type of 4, if you get that, type of 4, if you're like, wow, that actually makes sense. If companies can actually save money and if the shareholders get a better value, do you think that they're going to keep all the employees? Did you know that the top tech companies in the US are, they're cutting over 100,000 people per month? Over 100,000 people per month are being cut. Did you know that Amazon, there was a leak on an internal memo? It was like released. They didn't want it to get out there that they're already scheduled 600,000 human jobs to be lost at Amazon across the next year because of AI. They are saying this is a very good thing, everybody. Okay, so this is what is already landed. This is not the future. This is present time. So right now, you will need a passive income, not because you just want to travel and have a cool lifestyle. No, you can, type of 5, if you're going, wow, I'm going to actually need this. My family, in order to stay afloat. Okay, we are not even at 2030 yet, folks. We are about to be in 2026. You want to look, I was invited to go speak at Davos at the World Economic Forum. I was there in January 2018. I put on a crypto conference. I got taken behind the scenes of some of the most powerful people in the world. I was invited to a lot of, very eye-opening events, right? And one of the main declarations, you can go look all of this up on Davos's website and the books that they publish, where they explain that by 2030, everybody's going to be happy and owning nothing. This is their declaration. So, basically, do you agree that we have a say in the future that we are creating right now as we move into 2026? Type of 7, if you're like, yep, we have a say in this, and we want to use this technology to help humanity. That's the thing with technology, right? It's a double-edged sword every time. It's fantastic and super helpful. We all love electricity, right? Who doesn't want that? Hot water, all of these, having a car, even internet. It's great, right? Being able to talk to people all around the world. But you also know that with every one of those, there is a downside. And we need to stay focused on the positive side. And that's why I went and built CFire.ai. CFire as a platform, as a bridge, okay, to help you move from the old economy of the 20th century into the new economy of the 21st century, the digital economy, okay? Because humanity, we're not being able to move away from money, folks. Humanity is basically obsessed with money, right? And now we have a new form of money, just as James was saying, okay, where there is an opportunity in the changing of the guard to step up and claim leadership. Type an 8 if you're like, yes, I'm going to step up and claim leadership and have a say in the direction of humanity, of community. And so for this, we need to work with the tools that we already have, folks. It's too much of a jump. Bitcoin came out 17 years ago. Bitcoin, 17 years ago. It's been too much of a jump for everybody. It's too much in the future. And so we're having to go back to people and say, hey, you have a smartphone and you have a debit card. You have MasterCard, Visa. Okay, we're going to give you access to a CFire MasterCard that you can use in 175 countries, 175 countries, okay? And you can put this inside your Apple Pay, your Google Pay, and tap on and pay, down there at the cafe. I'm showing you examples of how you can go and use the CFire card right now. I'm using it right now inside your phone to go and buy your groceries, right? You can go there into Walmart. You can use this CFire card to tap on. It goes into your phone because it's a virtual card, right? You would have probably already used this other virtual because you've already got cards. What's different with this one, folks? You can use it online. You can spend online on Amazon, purchase tickets, airline tickets, etc. What is different here, folks, with this is that you can actually top up and fund your card using crypto. How cool is that? Type a 9 if you're like, wow, this is cool. This is a different kind of card. Type a 9 if you're like, yes, this is what we're looking for. A crypto debit card, folks. That's the breakthrough here, right? That's why I built CFire, is to deliver this kind of system, this tool to you, and you get access to this. I've built the whole thing to try to design it so it's easy for you to get access for just $99 per year, right? So that's the membership. I'm going to be going into more details. You get a lot with this. I've built out a huge educational platform with an AI intelligence to teach you exactly how to make passive income, right? As well, all for this 99 per year, not per month, per year, right? Type a 1 if you're like, this is sounding cool. This is sounding cool, type of 1. And that you get to the opportunity, if you want to refer this. And for that 99, you make $30, because I built this out as an affiliate system that is inside of Vibe. So thanks to Megan and her incredible team, that what they've built here with Vibe, and how CFire is a partner inside of Vibe, where you can take your existing network that you've got with Vibe, and you can work with this and make revenue using this kind of product as a spearhead, right? To show people and teach them, wow, inside of the CFire.app, look at this. Here's the back end here. This is your debit card. This is where you get to log in. I'm using this all the time myself. I'm able to go and spend and use this and move crypto into the platform. And here are the different wallets. Again, this is just an overview today. There is a lot inside of this. And we have actually even partnered in the back end with one of those top leading cryptocurrencies. I mentioned it before, XRP, which is built by Ripple. Okay, so you can see here the crypto payment rails. That's what we call this, the payment rails, those digital wallets. There is a lot inside this, and this is just a fast overview to give you a snapshot where you can see the kind of partners that we have. We are partnered with JP Morgan Chase, with Bank of America, with Citibank, and with Ripple's technology here to be able to bring you this platform where CFire teaches you how to surf the new economy and win. And you get access to this debit card. And inside of that, you also get access to a phenomenal educational platform that teaches you why you would even want to have XRP along with other key cryptocurrencies inside your portfolio. Because unlike a lot of others, XRP is actually solving some of the real world problems that we're facing. Okay. So again, there's insider secrets inside of CFI that you need to get access to, and to help you out, even though you're getting access to hundreds of lessons for that $99, right? You also get an incredible AI tutor, a private tutor. This is where we actually get the good side of AI. Okay, this is here to bolster and help you. It's like an additional bonus brain. Type of 2 if you like the sound of this. Type of 2 if you're like, I like the sound of this whole CFire platform, getting an assistant, your 24/7 assistant to help you, right? And that's why I built CFire. It is to safeguard you and your family's wealth and money as we cruise on into the future. You could even think of this a bit like an arc, because there are going to be some big rough seas coming. Type of 3 if you get a sense of exactly what I'm talking about here. Type of 3 if you're like, wow, there are some rough seas coming, and that you see that you also need all the help that you can get. And CFire is built to keep you safe, your money and your family safe from the coming storm. Okay, and it's meant to be a map, a digital map to guide you through these treacherous waters of all these different currencies, because there's so many bright, shiny objects, right? So CFire has the money map. We're going to take you to the money and help you not get wrecked, okay? Because there are a lot of cryptocurrencies, a lot of opportunities out there, right? And what you need is access to the right ones, the right systems, the automated money-making essentially trading bots. This is only one of the methods inside of CFire, but it's a key one where you can actually move the money that you're making and be able to spend it, as I was showing you, at the grocery store, wherever you want to, because it's your money. This is a transition period, folks. There is a lot to take in with this. You can see the kind of partnerships I've taken the time across these 3 years I've been building out this platform for you and your family, so that you can actually cash out of your investments as and when you need to. CFire gives you multiple ways to withdraw your profits. Type of 4 if you're like, wow. Type of 4 if you like the sound of this, navigating, finding the right places to put the money, finding a safe haven, being able to withdraw your profits. Great. It is a real joy to show this to you. And inside of CFire, you actually get the ability to generate your own affiliate commissions, even as I was saying, from the $99 product where you get to earn that $30. And we do actually have other levels, but this is the key one that we're wanting to show you today as the solution to get you in. This is all live and fully operational and has been for many months now. We've just been taking our time to get you into the program with Megan, with Vibe, so you can be rest assured that there are plenty of other users benefiting already from the incredible education already. There've been families living off the passive income that I've been teaching them through CFire. Imagine that whole families living off passive income on crypto and being able to spend that on the card, at the MasterCard that is live right now, along with the integrated crypto banking platform here at CFire. Okay, I've said a lot. Type of 5 if you're like, yes, that you're excited about this. Great. I think I'm going to put it back over. That was my presentation I wanted to share. It was a lot there I wanted to share, and maybe Megan could come back because maybe there's a few questions, or that was the presentation I wanted to show everybody, and how basically inside of Vibe, this is going to become available. Megan.
Awesome. Barnaby, listen, go into the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And again, just give a word, right? I know we love our numbers. So I want you guys to give a word of just how you're feeling. Because when I met Barnaby for the first time through James, I felt relieved. I felt relieved that I didn't have to know everything. If I ever try to get into anything crypto related, Barnaby knows I lost a shocking amount of money in 2 days because I didn't have a Barnaby. But now I don't do anything in the crypto space without my crypto gurus through James and through Barnaby, because we work too hard for our money to be losing our money. So I've known Barnaby for now going on 3 years or so, and he just has such an amazing heart. He has been teaching over here inside of Vibe every week, and he's going to continue to do that. If you guys want more of Barnaby, you actually can access him and ask him questions and get to know him as you're his pupil, and get the mentorship live when you get into Vibe and you have an all access membership. But today, Barnaby, I'm going to just kind of ask you a few questions too, just that people may want to ask. I am going to be doing this call. Write this down, everybody. We're going to be jumping on again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please write that down. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because the entire platform, you guys are going to see CFire show up in your back office. So is there anybody who's new to Vibe? Like, you don't know about Vibe, you came through James or someone else? Put new in the chat. If you're brand new, you haven't created a new account inside of the Vibe Rebirth, right? Because we have a brand new platform. Is that Tony doing that? Was that Tony or was that you?
Oh, I was like, wait, I didn't touch anything just yet. I'm ready though.
So, and then Barnaby, we're going to ask you some questions if you don't mind. So if you guys can stick around for just a second, but I don't want you to be left out because, this is a huge deal. The $99 is going to give you guys that crypto card. And there's a lot of programs out here charging a monthly for their crypto cards. You get a crypto card for $99 one time. Plus, how many videos do they get, Barnaby? And the access to your entire platform with that $99 one time, once a year membership.
Yeah, so I've built out over, I've already, in the whole of CFire, there's many hundreds. Basically, every level unlocks another 100. And so at that level, the 99, they're getting access to over 300 lessons I've built out, which is, it can also sound a little bit intimidating, but the system actually gives you a bot, the AI, the CFire bot, that you can just ask anything. You can say, oh, which lesson should I watch today? I need to know how to set up this particular wallet. Like, what's the benefit of XRP to me? Can you show me how to set up that particular trading bot? So CFire gives you the ability to either go through each lesson step by step, which some people want to learn like that. They like going through step by step. Other people are like, hey, I want to type in, give me the top 5 things to do today.
Perfect. So this is what I want you guys to do. Before you get off of here, because some of you might have to go and you won't be able to hang out with the questions. If you're brand new to the platform, again, type new so I know you guys are new. You're not a part of Vibe. James is a part of Vibe. Barnaby is a part of Vibe, and they're partners over here. So there's a lot of ways to make money. We want you to create a free account with Vibe so you're not left out of joining CFire, right? Because you'll be able to get into CFire and you're going to get 100 videos, then another 200, but at the $99, you get 300 plus the crypto card, plus an entire banking system that we have that banking system as well. So you'll have 2 banking systems to use, but you get paid in crypto with Barnaby. So on our platform, you get paid in US dollars or whatever currency you're needing to get your money in. But with Barnaby, now you're going to be able to be making crypto Bitcoin as well. So Barnaby, before we get to some questions, let me tell everybody, please text me right now, 317-796-4361 if you are a part of the old program and you are not going to be able to get into the new program. We built a whole new back office that Tony's getting ready to show you guys. And Barnaby's CFire link is going to be back there in the next 24 hours. So you have to create your free account. So if you don't have a sponsor from the last, or you came over with James, you can text me and say, hey, James is my sponsor, or Barnaby is my sponsor, or I don't have a sponsor. Text me 317-796-4361. I put it in the chat, 317-796-4361, so I can give you a link so you can create a free account. You cannot get into our platform without being invited in. So you're going to create your free account, and then you're going to be able to see in the next 24 hours Barnaby's CFire link so you can get in, have access to some free stuff, but you're also going to be able to get that $99 one time a year a card. So let me pass it to Tony real quick, and she's going to show you guys around our new back office, and then we're going to get some questions for Barnaby, because we also are rolling out the passive XRP bot information that Barnaby usually only puts in the $1,500 membership, correct, Barnaby?
Yes, but because we want to really reach and help as many people as possible, we've decided to add that into this entry level $99 yearly membership so that you can basically begin your process. So the whole point with CFire is, as you grow with your confidence, then you can upgrade and then you get access to other streams of income. But we're kicking off the 99 with this XRP AI trading bot there.
And I'm not giving income claims or anything, but James brings me on to everything that he does. And he has done a considerable penny amount of income. And Barnaby is also connected to the XRP bot. So they've brought him on to be an educator. And he's going to be our guru to tell us like pros, woes, cons, things you need to think about when you're getting involved in crypto type passive opportunities. He is going to be our guru. So text me, please, right now at 317-796-4361. I put it inside of the chat, and I will make sure that you can create your free account. So Barnaby, stick around for just a second if you don't mind. Tony's going to quickly walk us through what they're going to see, and we want them to be connected. So Tony, if you can show them around just, how to create their free account when they get their referral link and what they need to be looking at when they get back here.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Barnaby and James. So exciting to have you all on today. So when you guys come into your back office, if you're brand new, if you have not seen this back here, it is the most amazing, gorgeous back office ever. I am super, super biased, but still give it up for Alex. Say thank you, Alex, in the chat, because we have the best. So when you come in here, you're going to click on getting started. Getting started is going to show you exactly all of your steps. You'll see it on the front of the screen as well. But when you click on getting started, you're going to choose your membership. You're going to go to shop memberships, choose the membership you want. And if you want an IBO or not, there's a getting started video that walks you straight through that. And then you're going to create a custom referral link. The referral links are amazing. You can create a custom one. You can use the one that comes with it. You can use your name. You can use whatever you want there. And then you're going to watch the hyper launch training and get dual team qualified. Megan talked about the hyper launch, just push play. This is the most simple process that I have seen. So very simple. Come in, get your membership, get signed up, get your referral link, and then watch the hyper launch training. Megan, is there anything else you want to?
No, well, stick around for just a second. So for those of you guys who are, we have multiple projects. So Vibe is an umbrella. Somebody type the word umbrella in the chat for me. Think of Vibe like a umbrella, okay? And we have CFire, which you're going to be able to create a free account with us and go straight to CFire. Some of you may say, you know what? I don't want to get educated. I don't want to have access to Barnaby up close and personal. I want to do the CFire. I want to kind of work on my own. I want to get the crypto card. There's other memberships you can get with Barnaby's plan, and you could make anywhere from $30 selling CFire memberships all the way up to how much, Barnaby?
You can be making over $1,000 a sale.
$1,000 a sale. So we have a CFire, which is low ticket, high ticket, but some people don't want to do monthly memberships. So they're going to join you guys and create their Vibe accounts. And then for free, they're going to create a Vibe account for free. And then they're going to say, I think I want to just do CFire right now. Now you can make anywhere from $30 to $1,000 on every sale in Bitcoin, which then you can put on your crypto card. Do you guys see how all this is working? It's all working in a circle. For some of you, you're going to say, I want to tap into the 4 memberships that Vibe has because Barnaby and James's team are embedded inside of those 4 memberships. So now you want to have live education. You want to be able to do personal development, faith-based education. You want to create your own stores. There's all these things that you want to do. You want to have access to the vault that Tony's getting ready to show you guys right now. When you choose one of the memberships, you have access to all of these live and recorded content classes. And the great thing is Barnaby is in here. Okay. Not only that, you get to connect, which we start tomorrow. Our live classes are going to start tomorrow where you can learn about AI. So those are our memberships. So Tony, if you can go back to the back office for just a second. So very simply, text me if you are not inside a Vibe so I can get you in the right place. I'm going to give you a link and you're going to create a free account. Once you create that free account, click on the Getting Started tab because you have access to it, even though you haven't chosen any memberships yet. And you can start to go through our Getting Started. Everybody put 24 in the chat. Okay. Tony, if you can go back to the back office for me for just a second. Back here, I have 6 steps. This is how I got to 100,000 a month. This is how James and I made a ridiculous amount of money together. This was my main partner. We actually migrated to a company and blew it up and went to the top of that company in 24 days. James was there in 27 days. We got there in 30 days, right? That with my partner, James. This is my ride and live. If he brought you on the call, you're going to link with him or whoever invited you, but you got to create a free account first. Everybody type free, and then you're going to complete the onboarding steps in less than 24 hours. Once you do that, for some of you who actually want to be a part of my legend group, I want to get you to 10,000 a month as quickly as possible. That is the goal, to be a platinum elite over here. You need to call me back, right? Finish this in 24 hours. I don't care day or night, sunshine, snow. You call me on the phone. Does that make sense, everybody? There's 107. I know you got sponsors. You call me, right? I own the company along with Miss Reagan, Tony, and Alex is our CTO. You call me if you want to go beyond being a customer and you actually want to get to the money. You're going to call me. So whoever completes their steps in 24 hours, you get me, I work for you. If you don't want to work the business, you're not interested in the, potentially referring people to CFire or referring people to Vibe to tap into the residual income, and you only want to be a student, we are okay with that. Please do not feel pressured that you have to help others. Focus on yourself. But for those of you who are looking to make some extra income, and here's why I'm saying it, because I want Barnaby to show you guys really quickly his other memberships where you tap into even more passive income opportunities. But the 99, we're throwing you the XRP. So you're going to learn about this XRP bot that everybody's making great income on. And you're going to learn, is this something I want to get involved with? Do I want my money making money without me? But what are the risks to doing that? And are we all on the same page, right? Just go ahead and just say yes in the chat if you are understanding what I'm saying. Very simply, send me a text message. I will get you a link, create a free account. Once you create the free account, in 24 hours or less, I need you to complete the onboarding. It will give you your own referral link. So now you can refer people over here for free. We do have some perks and some membership perks and everything for you guys just being over here for free. I'm not going to talk about that right now. But our goal is that you get some crypto, you get a crypto debit card, and you have to start diversifying your money. Our educator did a VIP call and said, we got about 4 to 6 months to get our money right. Barnaby, would you mind kind of speaking on that just briefly? Why would our educator, who's made millions in the Forex futures space and crypto space, tell us that we have about 4 to 6 months to get prepared?
So you'd like me to basically jump in, and I was touching upon that in the presentation, and how basically with the massive changes that are going on in the economies, multiple economies around the world, and with currency itself and the stable coins and the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies, as I was mentioning, money itself is changing. And now with the AI super intelligence basically continually growing, a lot of companies are basically harnessing this, and it's impacting people's jobs. And so as Megan was saying, CFire does actually offer you a whole breadth of options. But what we're really wanting to do, as we all know, essentially with the amount of information that's already been shared today, you kind of need to keep it simple. And so I really don't want to overwhelm you, because all this terminology, CBDCs, XRP, AI, it's a lot.
ABC 1, 2, 3. It does get a little confusing, doesn't it?
It really does. And so, folks, that's why I've taken the time. Why I've taken 3 years to build CFire, because is it complex? Yes. Is it a complex even platform? Yes, it is. It's actually, to be really honest, all of this is so confusing and complex. I designed CFire so it would be able to be shared with people, where you get the incentive on making, even at the entry level, making $30. But I designed it so you could even make $500 or $1,000. Why did I make it like that? Because it would only grow through people sharing it, because it is too confusing. All of this, if I just run an ad somewhere and try to, hey, come and join this, people won't. It's just too complex. The whole thing is too complex for everybody. So it's like, let's go step by step. Let's get you in, get you using the card, show you why you even want that. Let's explain what an auto trading bot even is, where you start to benefit where you start making that passive income. Because guess what? Once you start making the real passive income, you'll start using the card more because you'll have more money to put on it. And as you use the card more, you're making more crypto. And guess what? Now you're going to want to tell people about it. And you're going to say, hey, what's the next level up? But you'll only get there through these steps. Let's get you started. Megan, how's this sounding to you? Did that give
Oh,
people...
yeah, that's perfect. So create your free accounts, text me, create your free account. Once I send you guys a link, which I see like 70 people have just texted me. If you are here because someone else invited you, can you actually give me their name too? Because I want to make sure that you get the right person's link. If James invited you, just say, hey, James invited me to this call, or Sarah Smith invited me to the call, or whatever, so I can get you guys in the right space. What Tony is showing you guys right now is when you become a member of Vibe, you also get access to CFire. So Tony, if you kind of, which we can talk about that, you guys can watch the 6-minute video. And if you want to get involved with the other 4 memberships, you're going to have an opportunity to do that. But focus on going through these steps because it's free. Like, we're not asking you for any money. Create your free account. Go through the getting started steps and then call me back. As soon as you get them done, whoever's calling me first, I'm going to talk to all of you guys one by one because I want to make sure that you feel comfortable coming into the program. And then tomorrow, write this down, please. Tony, if you can go to myvibe.io for me. I'm going to do another call at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Bring me 5 to 10 of your friends, right? Because there's some free things along the way. A lot of them, I don't want to go into all of it right now, but they're going to want to hear this information. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do a live call again, okay? Actually, we'll just change this one up here. So it'll still say live CFire December 21st, Saturday or Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can bring all your friends if you want to do that so that they can hear about it and get connected as well. So I'm going to take just a couple questions, but myvibe.io, I'm going to put that in the chat, is our resource page. Okay. You can also join our Telegram. Tony, if you scroll down, you guys can join our Telegram. Both of these Telegrams, one allows you to talk, one you cannot talk in. Okay. It's only going to be corporate info so that you don't get bogged down with everybody talking in the Telegram. So join both of them, especially the channel, because you're only going to hear from us. So you'll be able to see when all of our calls are, when Barnaby's coming on, when James is coming on, and James is coming over here with his entire crew to blow Vibe up and also to bring CFire to the world. So this is going to be your hub, but you also have my phone number, and I would not give you my number if I didn't want you to call me. So if you get off this call and you have questions, I need you to call me, okay? For the leaders who are already inside of Vibe, I'm going to do a 30-minute call starting at 3 o'clock. From 3 to 3:30, I'm getting off, right? I'm getting off this call. I'm going to upload this recording. And then from 3 to 3:30, I only want to talk to people who want to get to 100,000 a month, okay? I only want the people who want to hit legend and get there as quickly as possible. I'm focused on 90 days, 12 weeks. Why can I say this? Because I was almost at 100,000 a month in 7 days. I know what I'm doing, but I'm not wasting my time working with people who don't want to get to 100,000 a month, if that makes sense, because I want to take the money that we're making over here and shift it over and make passive income with James and Barnaby. Does that make sense? So there's some things I cannot offer to certain people because they don't have the money to play in that space. So I want to get a group of people where we have money to play in the playground where Barnaby and James play. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat. Bye, I love you. I'll call you. Bye. Does that make sense? So please do not get on my call at 3 o'clock today if you do not want me to tell you how to get to 100,000 a month, and you listen to me, because I'm going to be super bossy on purpose because I love you and I know what I'm doing. So let me be the parent. Let me tell you what to do, and then I need you to do it. But I cannot work with everybody. I cannot in 2026 drag anybody who doesn't trust what I'm telling them. And James did. I trust James. He trusts me. I trust Barnaby. But I want to play in their playground. And I want to bring some of you guys with me. So Barnaby, do you have anything else you want to say right now? Because I know you're going to be coming back. And for those of you guys who have an all access membership, we start live classes starting tomorrow. I'm sorry. I apologize. The call is at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. My bad. 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. It's okay. It'll be on myvibe.io. And we'll send you an email when you create a free account. Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing you all on Tuesday at my lesson. So that's when you'll be
Yes.
able to tune in with me next. And it's been a real pleasure to be here today with everybody. And let's keep it simple. Remember, folks, that you're able to. This is Vibe's relaunch. It's a great opportunity to come in. You're going to get access to me and a whole bunch of other amazing educators. And plus, now you're getting access to this to CFire. It's going to be a great journey, and we're just beginning. But this is the moment. This is that last week of 2025, right, where we get to dial in the kind of 2026 that we want to have. So I'm here for you. Megan is here for you.
James is on
James,
here
the whole
too.
team here is here for you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes, I'm sorry. He had his
James,
hand
I see
raised.
you. James, come on. Come on. I see you with your hand up. Sorry, I didn't make you co-host. But Barnaby teaches on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern if you have the all access membership. James, you want to add anything?
I do. Real quick, guys, I'm excited. Megan, I just got off
You said
with
12?
the creator of the XRP bot, guys. We're talking over 1 million trades. I mean, we have made so much money in a
Trying to
very
get
short
the
amount of time.
change.
And he says he's excited to show all the validity
you.
that Vibe needs Monday. So I just wanted to
Okay.
make that announcement for you.
So Monday at
Are
1
you ready
p.m.
for Santa Claus to come?
Yeah, I'll give you the time.
So
I
wait,
believe
back
it's Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, like you requested. So he is going
Thank you.
he's moving everything around for you. I'd send him a screenshot of this the Zoom call, and he is definitely excited to support the Vibe community.
Perfect. Perfect. So what James just said, tell the wifey I said hi. I hear her back there.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady, how are you? Give the kids a kiss for me. Thank you so much for letting us borrow James for a second. I know you guys are doing mommy daddy duty at the gym, so I
Of
appreciate
course.
I appreciate you.
course.
Can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you.
All right. Well, love you guys. James, thank you so much. Love you, brother. Monday, so it'll all be on myvibe.io. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to get everybody enrolled into CFire. And we're going to talk about the XRP bot Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern on this same link. It's going to be back here. We'll have the owner of that company on, and we're going to make our money go in a circle. Okay. So thank you so much for all the leaders who want to hit 100,000 a month. Get back on this same link. Just get back on the same link in 40 minutes. Okay. At 3 p.m. Eastern. Right here where it says live CFire, I'm going to have Tony change the word to legend. And I'll see you guys. Oh, sorry. Tony's so fast. Sorry, Tony. Can you change that to legend today at 3 p.m. Eastern for me?
Legend today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Absolutely. I'll just add another little button right above it.
Thank you. She's so good. So I'll see you guys back here at 3 p.m. in 40 minutes. Barnaby, thank you. Peace and blessings. Let's get it, guys. It's a new season for us. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes.